There you go.
Okay.
Cool. Hey everyone, thanks for coming. For our little reading. This is the fourth homeschool reading. Homeschool has readings occasionally that showcase artists that work in the slippage between visuality and textuality. I myself am one of these types of hybrid artist writer people, so it's interesting to me to have the opportunity to sit in an audience and witness other people do that. Today's lineup has changed a little bit. Brendan Johnson is unfortunately in the hospital, so they can't make it, but they sent a video clip that I'm going to play. And Sarah Sarah's, I don't know where she is. She'll probably get in touch soon. Anyway, Precious is here via Google Hangouts from New York. She's awesome. So yeah, today's lineup, I'm going to read a little bit first. Then Precious will read. Then Elliot will present. And then J. Dodd will read. And then if you get in touch with Sarah, she'll read. So, I'm going to read a little bit from my book, Transgender. I'm going to try to recite some stuff. I've been doing that recently as a challenge to myself. It's called Untitled, and then in parentheses is the real title, which is Gesture. Self-loathing is called feeling male. My younger sister always felt like my older sister. Apologies are a form of social control. I apologize to my mom for DJ and double music. This tattoo says, I've been outside myself for so long I'm no longer allowed back in. This feeling is shot entirely with natural light, especially screen glow. I feel sad and ancient, seeing 1,000 years in every gesture, and I get anxious. I'm living in a place where the door is mostly a big glass pane. Not that you could erase a colonial gesture. It's called Untitled Plants. Plants is in parentheses. Humans are able to live without memory, just like there are plants that live without chlorophyll. The way the slice of pizza becomes cold and dead reminds me of when you left and told me you would not quite miss how our bodies never fit next to each other. I twiddle my thumbs and have stretch marks for nothing. We betray our bodies as if we had a choice. It's called Untitled, and then in parentheses, shame. Soon I hope to become tired of punishing myself. In a sense, your face is already sacred for me. I will not repent from this close harmony. The memory itself is murky, but the hole it leaves is so crisp it seems iron. Don't blame yourself. This is a violent season. Okay. There's no side out. I'm going to reread, like text on a page. Because people do that. I'm working on a new manuscript, so I'm going to read from that. How excited you are. This is called Song Cry. No, this is called 9 Long Nights. Or read Song Cry next. This poem's called 9 Long Nights. It's named after a verse from the Icelandic epic Havamal. I think it's verse 135. And the verse is which means I know that I hung on a windy tree for 9 long nights. And it's Odin talking about him sacrificing himself to generate more power. It was the thing that Odin did a lot. And it's something that I would like to do, sacrifice myself to make power. Inexorably podunk, eyes cluttered and keening as a pre-war manifesto. You condemned blowing brains near the towers, shining restless, knowing pleasure will die, vision shall flee. Like Odin, you hang yourself on a windy tree and sacrifice to yourself. A balloon full of copper pennies which melt into blood. My toxic altar grows. Okay, it's called Song Cry. I'm watching raindrops race on the window. Imagine nostalgia for something you never knew. Imagine the way rain smells like spit. Imagine a room where everything looks like one system, like skin. Imagine that room is another country. Sometimes I look at people crying and think of stars. plushies of brick walls. It feels like I can only express emotions by exaggerating them. Our spatial metaphors at the root of all misunderstandings, it really makes you think. At least we have disappointments, growing like birds will in the future from seeds. It's called Untitled Church. It was supposed to be in transgender, but it hadn't been ready yet. So it has the same title sequence. Humbled into obscurity, I look at you and see a pew, caked with hand smudge in a starless gulf night. 10 ways this minimalist concrete poem is like my abuela. Alberto las todas duran. Okay. Should I keep going? This is for Renee, by the way. It's called Untitled Petty. Being lipless, no white person has ever truly kissed. We call this the hours of dust. But does it matter how many lovers you have? None of them gives you the universe. The pet girl working on her novel, it's called Yeoman Eschaton. Fam, let's go back to the days when we filmed internet content with potatoes. Manic Pixie Dream Cup, simply vaping in Christendom. Plot twist, all media is social. Impossibility of private language. Wages should be waged. Block me, sweet dove. If Cheetah was a real patriot, he would sacrifice his life to Christ. It will be tragic for them, asterisk, when they realize they are not holy. Hey, Joanna's here. It will be tragic for them when they realize they are not holy. One of my god sisters is named Jetty. Goals, big shaped like the spiral jetty. Daymare, Space Gulag, DJ Birdleaf. Grandma was right when she told me the computer had demons in it. Give up looking for what haunts. My sevens have mustaches now, all grown up. DJ Lil Young, suburbanization of affect. O off, O day, O tay. A foregone ghost of pettiness remains. D's nuts is the reputation of adherence. A flogged and desecrated hurt in clogged body. Trout mask original. My first tattoo will be the entire B-movie script in a font that fits on the size that fits on a grain of rice surface area. I can't read today. En el espejo espero ver mi enfermedad, pero solamente veo cantinflas, forced to live authentically. Sometimes I want to live, but I remember that we are already dead and this world is hell. Thank you. So, I'm going to play Ren's video that they sent. I think it's a recording from home. And then after that, Precious will leave.
It is not the meaning, it is the sound. To comprehend the romantic sublime of the 18th century, we only have to look at the landscape paintings that express the view of nature, then compare them with our own 21st century touristic perceptions of the same scene. Leather comes from cows. Picturesque mountains were depicted then as vast, looming peaks, lakes as eternal seas. Cows are bred for cheeseburgers. At the birth of the Lake District tourism in the northwest of England, Professional men ventured into the poverty, social neglect, and sublime scenery of the lakes with a sense of trepidation. Cheeseburgers are made from beef. There were many diversions made available to these adventurers. America loves a cheeseburger. A cannon fired from a boat to set off dramatic echoes from surrounding woodland mountains. America and the Middle East have beef. Such a variety of awful sounds mixing and co-mixing and at the same moment heard from all sides have a wonderful effect on the mind as if the very foundations of every rock on the lake were giving way and the whole scene from some strange convolution were falling into general ruin. Cows make beef. So this isn't your eye, this is your face. Cows make methane with their farts. In the pool, no one can see you cry. My girlfriend is from Australia and she says methane, while you're already wet. Me, I like cheeseburgers. Oh, it's great. We have some turkeys roosting in the trees. The Middle East has hella fossil fuels buried in the ground. They're loud. America does not think fossil fuels buried in the ground. When left in the ground, it's the sort of thing I just can't hear. It just becomes a wall of sound. Ground can be made into oil or petroleum. He used to come a lot. The Middle East is hella oil or petroleum. And he would go out with a flashlight and go looking for tree frogs. Burning fossil fuels buried in the ground or oil or petroleum makes ozone holes. Follow the sound, he would say. The Middle East has a city called Mosul. You must have incredible fireflies. Mosul is in Iraq. There are at least 4 or 5 rabbits living here. America is at war with Iraq. They wrestle the move. They don't trust it. America makes money from war. I heard you saw a shooting star the last time you were on your back. Money buys things. Moan in my ear again. America has been at war with Iraq since 2003. When I first heard about the first bombing, I called my local radio station, my favorite radio station. The station was called Alice 97.3. I asked why they had not said anything about Iraq. I was 13. They said, who cares? Muslin is called muslin because Marco Polo first encountered it in Mosul. He thought the thin cotton fabric came from Mosul, so he called it muslin. Wet the floor. Muslin is not from Iraq. To know but to not understand. Muslin is a covering from skin. I have no idea how you feel. Leather is a skin. To know but to not understand. Gaping. Leather costs money. Unzip me. Cheeseburgers cost money. What if she punches you but there are no witnesses? Fossil fuels buried in the ground cost money. You gotta know your rights, man. To know but to understand. Money buys things. I just come by to feel the wood. America makes money from war. All my buckets have the baby on them. Muslin is made from cotton. I'm sure things like that happen to lots of people. Rope comes from cotton. I am one step closer to being your dog. Black people picked cotton. Thank you for all your help, everybody. Muslin was coveted. The plant I was trying to adopt out has found a new home. When muslin was coveted, it could be made so fine that when it was on a person, you could see all their skin as though it was uncovered. Touchingly, it had many suitors. Muslin-covered skin. Thank you for your help, everybody. Cattle farmers do not often process the skins after slaughter. It costs too much money. There is too much skin. Leather is a skin. Rope burns skin. Burns make skin dark or black. I'm looking for the edge. Ebonizing makes things dark or black. Ebonizing is a chemical process. Black is the byproduct. Vaseline is a byproduct of refining oil or petroleum. Vaseline is used to moisturize skin. Moisturizing is maintenance. Skin gets dry, leather gets dry. Leather is a skin. Methane makes ozone holes. You can buy credits to make less ozone holes. Ozone holes make the planet an oven. The constant threat of rain. Planet and oven makes some human skin black, which is dark. Me, I am dark or black. Black is a byproduct of power. Power means who has the most money. Money is not always money. Time is money. Me, I bought this Vaseline. Me, I bought this wood. Me, I bought this cow. Me, I bought that cow. Me, I bought this time. Me, I bought Nefertiti. My mother is good looking. My dad bought a Tesla. Trees suck up carbon. I breathe out carbon. Wood comes from trees. Two people make 4. And that is the average table size as a restaurant. In Gulf, 4 is called to alert others of a ball coming towards them, a circle in their vicinity. Wood can be ebonized, wood can be made black. Black wood is a byproduct. Methane is a byproduct. I am a byproduct. Leather is a byproduct. Ozone holes are a byproduct. Alice went to Wonderland. She changed size, but everything else stayed the same. I don't make anything new, I just turn one thing into another thing.
Born in 1998 in San Francisco, Lyndon Johnson lives and works in New York and Berlin. Johnson is a multidisciplinary artist and writer whose mediums include sculpture, video, photography, painting, and poetry. Their solo and group exhibitions have been held at the Java Project in Brooklyn, Beacon in Sacramento, Museum of Human Achievement in Austin, and most recently AALA Gallery in Los Angeles, as well as Salts in Basel, Louvre in Berlin, and others. Johnson's an MFA candidate for sculpture at Bard College's Milton Avery Graduate School of the Arts. Fanon has this idea of blackness as a photochemical process, and Rendon has been doing very singular-minded investigation into individual materials and the way that they transmute across different networks of production. So this video kind of showcases some of that material process, specifically with catalytic gasoline. Hey, Precious, are you good to go right now?
Yeah.
Cool. I think your camera's off.
Oh.
You can leave it off if you want.
Okay.
So, our next reader is Precious Okoyoma. She's the author of Ahiwota from Battlecraft Press, released in 2016. She's just a little lamb trying to figure this shit out, and you can find her stuff at preciousokoyoma.com. It's Okoyomon. So are you Precious?
Hi. Feel the breath of the rhythm cardiac output of the carcass economy. Bite your own tongue and eat it. This is corrective therapy. Channel the colors of a fever dream. White, green, orange. Swallow the colors that bind you. Put your tongue in the ground. Eat the dirt. What does it mean to give your body up for abstraction? Or disillusion, absorb the absurd light. Into one alienating, into the meat of the world, the obliteration. Do not speak to me in obscurities. The attaining of the world is an act of reincarnation, no domination, only liberation, only acts of love. Achieve true humanization. Strip down, carry nothing but light, only light. The goal will no longer be to eliminate the risk of temporality by clutching to the guaranteed space, but rather to temporize space. The universe is adapting space, the love that gives space, the love that is space, that is tactile and self-indulated, not just to expand, to become the confines of self, but the silence undo you. You are released onto the morning light, let the spirit clamber into your holy bed. Into the soft air of your own loving words. No to the fragility of language. No to the ego. No to the colonial context of thought. No to fake tenderness, no to liberation without destruction, no to self-destruction. No, reach to the point where life rubs against matter, again core. Try not to be afraid, you don't have to be afraid. Gradually, the light rain washes your body clean. Eyes open to begin, live affixed to the secularity of the world. Ease the skin off the bone into moments of water. The body melts into modulated pieces of gas, waves of light in the atmosphere circulating from body to lake to water and back again. The body is pinned to the sky and blue, lucid dreams of interchangeable realities of dust with impulses from the living body. We were born in this energy. Speed up respirations, give it a new rhythm, intertwine with the balance of breath, sympathetic nervous systems, reflexes of the brain, regulate the unconscious play of the mind, emitting bars of light now. The water sweeps it all away, over and back again. Lie down. Have you ever seen pink moonlight? It's frightening. Drag yourself out of the field and into the sky. Into the body of the spiraling neck slips. Slips, drips, saliva slicks, nowhere to go back to the end. You defeat yourself and all the numbers of self and you get the glorified object. Then all the other selves, and then you become the glorified object. You defeat the self, defeating the self that became the object. You defeat the ego and the glory and the power. You defeat yourself. Volition. This is called Toast for All the Assholes. Define familiar objects in terms of use, not necessarily removed. I have no concepts of a vessel. It never seems enough to distinguish between the body and sin. Eating chocolate mousse cake, the deeper obsessions. Sitting at my computer, mostly watching gay porn, I can tell if you're gay by mouth like waters. 50,000 shrines to God, the lonely aches. That time, Trisha fucking on the countertop, I spoke to fear all over myself. I was turned on by the noises. Compulsive love. The shit, are you high right now? Do you ever get nervous? I was manic and pissed and I said some stupid shit. Are you high? I'm stoned and blazed, faded into softer light. And masturbating is usually next to me to hardcore gay porn, something like Daddy Fuck's Gay Twin in the unicorn hole. Vomit in the street, vomit into soft pink holes, and I feel so self-absorbed, shitty. I can't talk right now, I'm busy, I don't want to talk about this. Subsequent love, artificial love, transferred love. Please, no. Please, I'm very high right now on pot gun, and the green now maybe yellow. Don't remember where I was going. I want to disappear, the diazepam isn't working, my body keeps shaking. Fragments in nature and twitching in bed, a slow burning. Only process necessary information. Additional habits, the noise is incessant. The dream where I wake up before pleasure. And I'm sorry, I forget. I'm sorry, I forget. I'm sorry, I forget. Little fist in the small rain, I would roam inside of my body. Unbearable completeness. Somewhere a version of me sits still with restraint. Please touch me there more. Think your whole fist is going to fit. Something is going to rip fragments of nature, repetitive longing for a dying wet dream. About how I am manic when I said things. I can't take back the things I said. Stop making me want to die, JK, I always want to die, it has nothing to do with you. I could keep making this all about me and you and me and you, but I won't. I'm gonna come. Please, no. And make up my mind. I see melty around, you see I was afraid of the drowning. I'm much too gay, walking around in my wrinkled skull. Something's gotta give. Something else, but I forget it. I forget it. Thank you.
Are you done?
Oh, yeah. Close, it's good.
Constructed as recontextualized moments and ongoing narratives, Elliot Jerome Brown Jr.'s work functions as both a document and abstraction of daily life. He's interested in limitations of photography, specifically what is excluded from what is included in the image, what information is compromised, and to what effect, and the distance between the image and the viewer. As the pictured individual's identities are often obscured, his images are less concerned with representing any one person as they are with theoretical implications of power and access. Moving the image person between a series of inclusions and reveals, he leaves space for the individual to withstand the viewer's categorization in order to maintain that the image person belongs to themselves. And I will add that you should go see his duo show at Blue Sky in Northwest. It is curated by Ashley Stoll-Myers. It features Elliot and Shakeith. Shakeith is a Philadelphia photographer. I'm just kidding.
I'm also from the so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show 4 images, and each image has some text that I wrote in response to some aspect of the image that doesn't necessarily have to do with the image. Okay, so bear with me. This photograph is titled Kiara Over It. I've set up the house for your arrival in the way that I used to practice with my mom. I left the bathroom window open for the entire week to lessen the smell of buildings. The more plush washcloth on the hanger is yours, but there is one coarse area if you'd rather exfoliate than lather. I exchanged the shower lining for another of the same color and material. If you like the way it holds the light. The Wi-Fi password is noted on the fridge in case you got a new phone. It has been a while, hasn't it? I've raised the ceiling to accommodate your growth. Call me when you're 3 stops away from getting off the bus. I'll have a few questions before you can come up. This is not but whatever. So this is the next one, 96 degrees in the shade. The doorbell rings, but I'm busy. Could you come back in an hour? I say that to myself, still taken by the rhythm of the stubble on my chin. The window rattles. He must be impatient. I'm not saying my motto is resistance, but I treat myself to time around this time, and I know he knows that. And then this is titled Devin in Red Sox. Stretch my hands to a point beyond what is necessary to wrap a waist, cash a check, or cover fish and its sisters as the water is changed. My voice plays back to me after each word on the phone. Stretch my hands to rival the yell of a man, clean cut in the head and scraggly otherwise, intent to teach his dog obedience. I clear my throat to erupt the ground my wounds stand from. I know for a fact that my fingertips outstretch the traveling sound of a midweek early evening meal. And then this photograph is titled Beyond the window, an assortment of trees clustered, high enough to hear me in the attic, but static and of no use to the person loading the car with a bucket of household supplies. What do you wear to clean your mess? They yell at me from below. All white probably, and happily so. It catches the most residue and provides the most evidence. Red-handed, blue-balled. However, I did learn that if I want my hair to be exactly reddish-brown and not reddish-orange, I can apply the color straight instead of bleaching blonde first. That's all.
Have you ever published that kind of stuff?
What? Yeah.
Wait, what about, I remember you had like Instagram captions once.
Yeah, oh yeah, some of it was from that.
It was for a magazine or something?
It was for the Joker. That's for the Joker's Instagram table. Just what? No, nothing. Small magazine.
I am gonna see if there's videos there for you. I don't think there is. I feel like I would know. No.
He kind of looks undead, which is definitely my type. I stand and deliver the shots at myself. A chance in acquisition, alone mostly. I love the idea of spending all my time seeing you. I'm alone and I'm seeing you. Your necrosis is subtly tucking me back. I'm back on the train. I would ride daily schedule. I've committed so much, I should have been committed. Ever feel different? Had a change of heart? Kicked a book down my ravine? I wish you were predictable. Black to plucking, ephemera shudders. Conversation with skin too deep. I cut my ring finger. I will have time for you in the near future where I can just stare off into your resistance plan. Fuck me, you did. I'm exhausted. Rejuvenated on your breast, you really hold me. I don't feel like an animal all the time. Animal posited as insect, insect posited as lesser being. Is that capitalismo in your pocket, or are you just fucking, you know, I love you and miss you and want to be in your world. I wish I were holding you now. Deaf, cold idea. Irradiate the edges of shrapnel metal teeth. They don't survive in cages. Made to show, I doubt foremost, that my boyfriend has no soul. Dive in and out of all I've burned in edges, in cages, the lack therefore, a surplus, a large festival, many lights, and I hope I die before I'm expected to rationalize all the chances I've given him to change, and how my emotions are annoying enough for us both. Ripped apart, you rip me apart, collage million dead, collage donde queda mi cuerpo, el temporal, como Dios en mil partes. Clothing is point of impact, a totem is a wrap around a city as it is engagement with one's surroundings, and engagement with that which has been worn out, discarded, and filtered into alms buckets, and newly tagged. I wear my surroundings on my feet. When it wears out, I see only my vantage is worn. I fall apart with the assumption that I can do any more than cover myself in a sheet and hope for the singularity. What is in a name other than reference to the stolen? The blend into landmass is a step closer to answering the question, am I the garments I inhabit? How do they inhabit me? Arsenal burgeoning forth. Every locale proves a new shot at self-concept via collection. Mexico City proves a communion with characters that come to dom their surroundings, to don sentience, crushed velvet, massage onto canvas, stretched onto body near my Fulbright-era rug, clutching at the danger and muse in the DFS streets. Can one work we're not discovering for survival? Breaking down in 2013, I found myself tossed asunder by the volition of t-shirts and other ephemera. How had I earned trust so immaterial as to become sentient? I lent mine to fiber, from which rose an aura, beating out of me, out of the cloth, onto the canvas, a portal into all I did and all I was at the moment of conception. In the area immediately surrounding, I delve into relationships with those I direct, to carry on the little I've instructed, for the objects have implanted their own memories onto my scalp, back onto them, onto the players and the stage, a silent rapport. I'll never see the world in the same way again. I'm in conversation with the immortal, indigeneity. The clay has dried, walls healed. Only through conversation can the material escape temporality. I wish to temporarily disperse my memory to this. I'll never see the world in the same way. I'm in conversation with the immortal, indigeneity. Clay has dried, walls healed. Only through conversation can the material escape terminality. I wish to terminate my life, if only for a second. Master of none. I hope you don't take this dick the wrong way. I'm mad like, oof, mad, no white knight, safety. Why did you choose to do this, poster girl? I guess folks do it all the time after different people. Guess shit's always messy, oh my God. I feel fucked up in the head, mostly, at most, a resource for discard. Femme as point of intangibility, son of Icarus, never again. One in my same pool. Take your chances, destroy somebody, please. The more I fuck with the art world, my pool stays dirty. I could see everyone in it, especially my high school camel crush. That one relationship I'll never forget. Getting my hand stuck in the Pringles can. Can you ever not? I'll never stop missing school, LMAO. Okay, one more. Okay, this one. If I could drop out of the world, I would, right onto Mars. Then I'd be a settler, and my head would explode like in that Simpsons episode that made me cry. Thank you.
Okay, so our last leader is J. Dodd. J. Dodd is a Black trans femme from Los Angeles, California, and now based on the internet. They're a literary and performance artist, and their work has appeared or is forthcoming in Broadly, The Establishment, Entropy, Lit Hub, Go Press, Duende, and the Poetry Foundation, among others. They're the workshops director for Winter Tangerine, editor of A Portrait of Blues with Platypus Press 2017, and author of Managed Commons, also Platypus Press 2017, as well as the forthcoming Black Condition featuring Narcissus from Nightboat Books in 2019. They've been a Pushcart Prize nominee, co-editor of Bettering American Poetry, and their work has been featured in Teen Vogue and Entropy. Love Teen Vogue. The most vocal. They're also a volunteer gender terrorist, same, and artificial intellectual. Find them talking trash online or taking a selfie at jdodd.net. That's JAYYDODD.net.
I'm so excited to be here in this space. Be in Portland, my first time here. And I'll tell you why I'm here at the end, because a lot of cool reasons why I'm here you should know about, but I'll save that little spiel for the very end. I'm going to be reading, I'm a theater person, so I set up my sets into acts for myself to keep my life in order. And so Act 1 is going to be some bitch poems, Act 2 is going to be Narcissus poems, and then I'm going to end with this little exercise I did. Bitch 2. A bitch tried it, and I am that same bitch trying. Our bodies the same way, our bodies called loud and wrong often. A bitch just trying to find her place, a bitch lost. I am that same bitch disoriented in myself. We die by the same hand, bitch of the same mouth. Trying to make sense of this body next to you. I am constant and dysfunction. Our bodies, both called bitch. We need a moment to ourselves. Reflections can be distorted. What is lost when you can't see what dies between us? I need a bitch like me. Bitches like us unite. Bitches like us fight. We try to rename ourselves present. A bitch allows here for you and them and her and bitch one. When I be that bitch, you'll know. You'll feel the quiver in the wet, sweet parts of your thighs. I be that blush, that blood rush bombastic that renders you divulge, that unswallowable spit at the apex of your throat. Gag, I be that chokeable bitch that still chokes back, that bitch who will make you come out and all over yourself. I be that mess, messy and unmade bitch. I be that bitch which demands a gander, bitch who will block the gawking. I be that bitch who barks back without revealing the severity of my snarl. You'll know the discomfort of your own mortal flesh, relishing my presence. I be that holy bitch, and take off your sandals around me and pray, bitch. I be a graceful bitch, how a bitch graces is her own miracle, and I be that miraculous bitch, that brings bitch open and you'll feed 5,000 bitch. You'll know my followers by their tongues, wagging out of their mouths, wet, sweet, fed, and mine. Act 2, Narcissus. Narcissus demo. There's a certain music, the way Black Condition featuring Narcissus is set up is in my head a la Rufus featuring Shaka Khan, which is Shaka Khan's first band before she became a solo artist. And so the book sort of operates as the Black Condition is like this larger sonic moment in space, sort of navigates things in a different material way. And then Narcissus is like this solo voice that speaks from a very particular spot in that reality. So I'm just going to do some Narcissus poems. You can hear them. Narcissus demo. If even in the mired river, you can be enamored by your own reflection, it is because you are still a partial God. How else to make sense of divining affected desire? For a sight less temporal than a ghost, seeing oneself can be dream realized. Though I've always had faith and fantastic things unseen. The thing to know about Narcissus as a mythological structure, person, figure, symbol, insert idea there, is that it's not just that Narcissus just like was so saw their space in the river and were just like so enamored. That's not actually how it works. They were cursed to be endearing. Everyone was drawn to them, and they could never know why. Their mother was told to never let them know how immaculate and special they were. They could never see themselves. That was translated to like see yourself, but it means like know oneself. Narcissists can never know themselves without being all consumed. And so we're in the wood, walking in the wood, casual, living their life. And Echo, this nymph who can only repeat what she hears, she can't say her own words, sees Narcissus and becomes in love with them. And basically like gaslights Narcissus the whole wood. And then jumps out at the edge and like tries to like love on them. And Narcissus is like, what? What are you? And so the nymph starts crying, Nemesis, another demigod, then puts a river into Narcissus' path, and Narcissus gets a glimpse of their own face. And that glimpse enraptures them. They've never seen it before. They've literally never seen anything like it. And so to not have a mirror of yourself in the world is something I can understand. And these glimpses draw me to obsession. And so Narcissus, the way their story ends is that they die by the river and become the poet's daffodil. Narcissus in springtime, I fiend so for touch when my fingertips grace the cashier from behind the bulletproof glass at the liquor store. I quiver and contort all the way home. This is the first vernal equinox I've not actively wanted to die. Inactively, my dying feels like a constant. What percent of my fresh air is tar and nicotine? The metaphor between seasons and death is more dead than my desire to be such. The sky is so wide now, it keeps everyone in its expanse. This is the first inauguration of spring I've not wanted to wilt. The first harvest, the budding daffodils and not elicit a madness. The unfurling gas in my lungs more consistent than the breeze. Not every climate calls for ritual, yet every hand laid upon me feels better than my own. Narcissus goes to the market. In the wood, the streets say, hey baby. So I accept that my body can't be both safe and beautiful. The trees are disheveled, slack-jawed men, backs on light posts lean, their crotches branching toward my night-soaked legs. Before I was all up around markets, now I'm followed out of them. In the wood, I want my body to hear itself between the trees. The trees are suspicious eyes and giggles of black girls talking fast and light on the corner. Their smiles at the sky, glinting through an overhang. Somewhere in the wood, my body is the buzzing and hum of the trees. The trees of the words relax, graffitied in white splatter paint and ungovernable lines. The sun illuminates the message like a distress call. The rain cannot wash away roots as both come from the earth. The wind, bearing into the wood but no streetlights, teaches me to lament. Last word for Narcissus. Narcissus Unplugged. I worry I have so romanticized loneliness that the content of my reflection feels as much like a freedom as it does not. What if I truly wither away without touch? I turn everything into a poetic, but I imagine all of this conceding to a kind of defeat. I hide longing in a metaphor and it becomes warm enough to rest in. But every desire can't blossom or shudder or wallow. Maybe I use my reflection as a distraction, make my own body a shivering thing. Someone once told me the anthropological reason we as mortals admire jewels is because we are drawn to water and how light reflects. I have an obsession with precious things, so I fundamentally never love my body. We are not to look outside of ourselves for validation, but my reflection requires my full attention, lest I compare it to another. I am so easily distracted by luxury. I imagine everybody has something I don't, but I have me. I have something somebody else desires. My best self is fleeting. I keep hoping the river will let me make sense of this vision. I was born to never know all I could become. Another poetic excusing me from myself. I worry less about dying alone than alone. I worry my own worry is its own type of arrogance. I'm just trying to see what everyone else does. I'm more confused than enamored. I hope to die knowing my mystery will become myth. Act 3. So this last section is, this is a poetic form called abecedarian. You just like write a poem and like every line is like an alphabetical order, so A, B, C, D, it starts. And it's like kind of corny when they're not done well, but if they're done well, like I hope they did here, it's cool. So I do it in reverse, because someone treated it like as a joke, like everyone can do an abecedarian to get to Z because he's a hard letter, and then someone else treated it, well, now you start with Zaddy, Z-A-D-D-Y, and I was like, yes. And I was like, no, I don't know this wild out. They were like, okay, and then I wrote this poem. So this is foreplay begins in the mitochondria or reverse abecedarian for Zaddy. So mind you, every first line is going from Z down to A. You may not hear it, it's cool. If it's good, you won't hear it, but if it's obvious, then tell me. Okay. Zaddy, be ready for me. Your matter forming atmosphere. Xenia exacerbates your every molecule. While you supple like shine, viscous and vital, take it. Understanding neural nutrition, typical process indigestion. Seductive, still sensing desires, respite from irresponsible reproductions, questionable positions, quell unquietly, pause your machinations, Zaddy. Oh, allow me to be oasis in this objectively onerous orbit. Navigate your pull, nimble and nonchalant from each nexus. Metabolic meditation, imagine you material immaculate. Linger, Zaddy, knowing here's the most high and chaotic state. Justice for our bodies, justice for the earth, justice for our signs of life. Imbue your mouth with my ecosystem, interpret my skin with the weather. Heat is too simple a phrase, how humble to hail this combustion. Guide your way to glory. Zaddy got to get the good. Zaddy want to feel flesh with every fantasy felt from the finite and fingertipped. Eager and edifying, enjoy me, Zaddy. Do you do whatever your state allows you? Decide daringly, devour, not devolve. Can you bear that chemical reaction? Be ready for me, Zaddy. Be holy for me, Zaddy. Be blossom busy blooming beneath this breeze, Zaddy. Acclimate. My forecast amazes. Thank y'all. Black shit. And so one of them is First and the Last, which he's a part of. And I'll be screening my first short film, or films, maybe clips now, depending on some shit. But I'm gonna film my first short film work live tomorrow at the Grapefruit Arts Center at 6:30. And then the following day is sort of Black and POC only, but it's a workshop about self-documentation digitally. And then later on, I have a performance for Black Apotrope on the 11th. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah. And I'll also be reading for my first book release at tonight. So, if you want to see video people in this room be wonderful, black, and awesome, find me, and I'll tell you about it. Thank you.
Whatever you want, chill. We're done here, so I don't think we need to leave.